Word on the street is that people are confused about employee resource groups and business resource groups. Let's get to it. So there is a difference between employee resource groups and business resource groups, and I want to describe what the difference is. Employee resource groups tend to be more social in nature, meaning you have an affinity, you have an identity group that you are connected with, and you have social opportunities to connect with them, lunches, education, learning opportunities, but also for you all to kind of get together to talk about the way things inside the organization are impacting your identity collective, right? From hiring decisions to if there's a manager inside the organization that's not treating people fairly, or systems reform. Employee resource groups can focus on those topics, and they can go a variety of different ways all at the same time, right? Business resource groups are a bit different. Business resource groups are like nonprofits inside of an organization or a company, meaning we come together based around an affinity or an identity. That identity can be Black employee group, Latino employee group, the transgender community, LGBTQ. You can even have a focus on sustainability or the environment. You can focus around anything that you have a collective of people where they're passionate about that topic or that identity topic. And then from there, you actually come up with programs and an infrastructure to have an impact. BRGs are focused on impact, and they're still tethered to the affinity group, the identity group, right? So I'll give you a couple examples. Healthcare organizations, for instance, there have been collectives. One, for instance, is a BIPOC affinity group. That's a business resource group. And they focused on giving healthcare opportunities to underinsured or uninsured community members. They brought doctors, physicians, right? They brought pharmacists. They brought all of these stakeholders, dentists, out to a location in the community. And then the services were free. They advertised the services to set community outlets to make sure that people came, and they photographed it and they did all these things, but it was all about the impact. Impacting a community that they were deeply passionate about. You see what I'm saying? The focus of a business resource group is always about the outcome, the output. Less about the socializing. Yes, there's a social component to it, but the socializing is not the foundation upon which the strategy is built, right? The strategy comes from where can we have maximum impact that is germane to the work of the organization, right? We've seen the same thing with athletic organizations. We've seen the same thing with human resources organizations. We've seen people go and do resume writing shops in high schools for graduating seniors. The business resource groups were the entity that fueled those activities. So the outcome, the output is huge. There's a big difference between employee resource groups and business resource groups. I lean towards the business resource group because the social piece is there, but the impact is huge. And at the end of the day, diversity, equity, and inclusion should be about impact and changing outcomes. That's what we're doing this work for, right? So that's the difference between employee resource groups and business resource groups, and we help get business resource groups off the ground weekly. So if you want to hear about how we talk about business resource groups, give us a call. Thanks for watching.